Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey Shu, and in this video we are going to talk about the Raptors versus Milwaukee game. And congratulations to the Raptors for the win. We definitely needed it here, but in no way should this be any celebration. Okay, it was great to see it. I'm really happy that we won, but it's not a celebration for this win. It was we won by a very slight margin, and Milwaukee had the ball last, and they took a 3-point shot. And that could have made them win. So we won by a hair, right? We really won by a hair, and it's because the guy missed a 3-pointer, and then they would have won by 1. So it's not a celebration by any means. It's not like we blew them out. And they had no Giannis. No Giannis means no defensive player of the year, and we did not score over 100 points. So ultimately, if I were to rate the Raptors' performance this game, I would rate them probably a C minus. They're definitely better than a D, but a C minus is about there. And if it was their offense, I would probably rate them either an F or a 50% or a 51, because 95 points is just not enough to win us playoff games and not enough to win us championships, and especially in this league where everybody's scoring over 110, 115, 120 points. Our offense is probably an F. I would give us an F, like it's a fail. Our defense this time, I would give us probably a B minus. We did play really pretty good defense. Definitely in the playoff category for defense. Like for the last game, there was enough effort there. There was enough boxing out. And there was enough getting into the passing lanes and getting into, stopping people from driving. The rotations were good. One thing I would like to say in terms of the defense, though, is that I can see there's still a little bit of communication lapse, and there's still a bit of getting to know the team a bit better, getting to know each other's habits. So you can see sometimes there's some hesitations when rotations happen and when the pick and rolls happen. Also, the rim protecting was a bit better this time, but, we don't really have a true rim protector. So it was kind of easier for us because they didn't really have any post players. So all we had to really do is guard Middleton and guard Drew Holiday, and, the rest would take care of itself. So that's kind of the game plan that the Raptors did. And that's how we led them under 95. But if Giannis was there and they had a post option, then they were going to score over 100 points. I believe that we would have lost this game if Giannis was playing. Okay, so with that being said, it was a lot. The defense was 10 times better than the last game. There's a lot more effort, but we just need to fine tune a lot of things. And then our offense is horrendous, so there's nothing more to say about that. We really need to work on our offense. It's not a pass by any means. So I want the Raptors to understand that the performance you played this game was not a good performance. Okay, we won by a hair, right? You won because they didn't play Giannis. Okay, so it wasn't amazing or anything. All right, let's get into Siakam, because I always have to talk about Siakam. And I hope that we win the next game, because last video I made, we won. So maybe this video we're going to win. So who knows, right? And maybe the Raptors are listening to this. I don't know. But if they are, please take this stuff seriously, because I want us to win. So Siakam, you played pretty good, I would say, on the defensive side. On the offensive side, you played a little bit better. There wasn't much to say because he didn't really get much resistance on the offensive side. Like, there wasn't really a player that could that knows how to guard Siakam and knows his tendencies. So I'll show you some of the tendencies right now. When he's driving, right? When he's driving, and he took a fast break, he always goes to the right. And then he'll fake right and then go left. Every single time on his drive. It's fake right and then go left, right? And when you get into this league after the 5th or 6th year, people know that. And I've never seen him not do that on a drive. on the fast break drive. So he needs to realize that he's got more options. He might not even need to fake. He can just go one way. I've never even seen him not do that Euro step on a fast break. So, just stop, realize that there's more options, and you can go either left or right. You can even fake left, go right, or fake right, go left. Most of the time he fakes right, go. Actually, I would say 99% of the time he just fake right, go left. So, you got to stop being so predictable. It's very obvious. You're lucky that Giannis didn't guard you, because he would know. And just like the Boston Celtics game, Jaylen Brown just shuts you down because he knows how you play, and you're so predictable. So you really have to work on your IQ game. And Siakam, if you realize, you talked on an interview with JJ Redick 12 hours ago. I just watched that video. You guys can check it out on JJ Redick's channel. And he talks about the game-winning shot with Kawhi. And when you listen to him on the interview, he said, I was just standing there and watching Kawhi. Like, I knew he was probably going to take the shot, but I don't know what was happening. And, they had two. He doesn't even remember who guarded him, right? And then they both went on Kawhi, and he was wide open, but he was still not expecting the shot, right? He was still not expecting to get the ball and take the last shot. So that's a bad mentality. I don't want you just standing there. You're on the court. You better be ready for that ball. Stop watching Kawhi take that last shot or whatever. You know that you are on the court. You are a player. You have to be ready for the ball and ready to take that shot. That is just one sample size of him doing that. If you watch the games as much as, if you watch every game, I guarantee you could probably see him do that at least one time per game, if not two. Last game he didn't really do that at all, so that's why we were playing a lot better. I think the team flow was a lot better in general. So it's great that he stopped doing that. And then in terms of, he didn't have any resistance this game. Giannis was not guarding him. When Siakam gets blocked or somebody scores on him, he usually gets emotional. But because this game there wasn't really anybody to score on him or to defend him, as a better player, he had an easy flowing game. So that's why he did pretty well. But when things get challenging is when Siakam really does not rise up. So I would say, Siakam, please, keep putting in that effort. I thought the effort was great, but do not celebrate about the last game. You had a very easy way through last game. So, and you guys won by a hair. Okay, so let's move on to the foul calls with Nick Nurse and Fred VanVleet, because this is driving me crazy. We do not need you guys to officiate the game. Okay, it's not necessary. You're not a ref. Okay, so stop yelling at the ref. We don't care. Or I don't care, okay? I don't care. Let's not talk about we. I don't want to see you guys just yelling at the refs and telling them that it wasn't a foul, or I did this, or you did that, or blah, 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 blah. Like Nick Nurse, are you even watching your players? Do you realize that there's certain problems that are happening in the game instead of just looking at whether it was a foul or not? Okay, and then what? We got the coaches. He did the coaches challenge, and then was successful. And then you tell the ref, "Yo, I had to use a coaches challenge for that, bro." Okay, everybody makes mistakes. Okay, move on, and I don't want to hear that. Okay, just move on, play the damn game, and do your damn job, and coach the damn team. Okay, look at what's wrong with your players. Stop looking at the refs and telling them, there's this issue, that issue, I had to use this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, the reason why we're losing is not because of the refs, it's because you're not coaching the team properly, and the Raptors are not doing a great job on the offense and defensive side of things, okay? So, Fred VanVleet and Nick Nurse, I really don't want you guys to create a culture where all we do is complain. Okay, that's not it's not how Toronto. That's not what I remember Toronto being. And you guys are creating this culture, and I'm sick of it. Okay, stop freaking complaining about fouls. I hope that one whole season we just don't complain about the fouls. Okay, the reason you win is because you play good basketball, and the reason you lose is because you suck. Simple as that. Okay, now the last thing I'd like to mention is about Nick Nurse in general, in terms of his coaching. So when a player makes a mistake, and it's a very obvious one, you need to bench them. Okay? I remember being on a sports team, and I was really nervous when I went on the floor for the basketball game, and this is like maybe my only one time playing on the team. But, I passed the ball to the point guard, and, the ball got stolen because the offense saw that I was going to pass it because I was a noob at the time. And the coach benched me. That's your mentality. That's what you need to do. When Chris Boucher misses that 100% successful, it should be a 100% success rate shot. You had a free open dunk, and you missed it because you had butterfingers, okay? And you weren't ready for that ball when Fred VanVleet passed a perfect pass to you. You even had the ball. You even went up, and nobody was blocking you, and you missed. And then you said, "Oh my God!" And you hate yourself so many times, Chris Boucher. You saw it, and I saw the energy level that you had afterwards, and you played clearly you were pissed off, and you played great right after. But you should have been benched. And this is the problem with Nick. Nick allows mistakes to happen. He allows Siakam to fumble the ball and says it's okay. Just do better next time. It's fine. I'm really sorry about that. Blah 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 blah. Whatever it is. If he fumbles the ball, and you saw on this last game, Siakam almost fumbled the ball. There was one possession. He's dribbling, and then it hits his leg, and then it fumbles, and then he has to dive for it to get the ball back. He does that minimum once to twice per game. He barely got away with it with the turnover here this time, but that should be a bench too. If he turned that over, that's a bench. Nick Nurse needs to really put his foot down on mistakes, because Raptors are very careless. There's a lot of plays where we don't have to turn over the ball, or things, they don't have to be a mistake, but they are a mistake. And I think a big issue is because Nick Nurse is just not strict enough on them in the fact that if they make that mistake, he does not bench them. So I remember being benched any mistake that I made. I think as a championship contender team, you'd probably need that. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys like this video. In no means did we win this game because we were the better team. Okay, it was we won by a hair. Our defense was good, not amazing. It was good. Still got some stuff to work on there. Our offense is horrendous. It's just a fail. And that's it for today, guys. And enjoy. And I hope we win the next game, because I made this video. So let's win the next game.